from New York City or somewhere. I don't know. Thomas Old. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm about to tell you the ultimate set of jokes. And guess what type of jokes they are? Freak show jokes. Oh, and thanks to my buddy Mud Kipper for the light. So, for my cold opener, sorry I'm late. I've been chased. And guess what? Bye. Half bird, half girl, 100% purple. Rambling on about Latin, chasing me while trying to even educate me on English. I'm no whiz in English or biology. I can safely say that if was closest of an encounter if or I don't know. Shakespeare may be dead, but his language isn't. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're talking about freak shows? Is there any sponsors? Yeah, and has anyone ever heard of freak shows? Guys? No, no one's ever heard of freak shows. However, I can safely say this freak show joke won't be against my brownie-age. Oh, ha ha, December 8th, Brownie Day. Why me? Why me? Anyway, now that I'm all caught up. So this is kind of a weird story. So you might want to listen up. So I was somewhat of a whiz in science. So during one of my 7th grade assignments in class, I actually had to do something. I was partnered up with another student. He had a bad habit of eating beans for lunch. And today was no bad habit of it. Yet, so during the entire class, my friend ate my partner ate an entire load of beans. And guess what happened? He had to use the old shitter. So I told him I'd pick up the slack for him. Only for him to knock over a mixture of cobalt, and copper while I was drinking it. Now his ass ended up on his belly. They called him Belly Butt for the rest of his days. I can safely say if my old partner Belly Butt was around, I'm sorry for knowing. I'm more sorry that he still has a belly for a butt, and that there is no cure for a belly butt. Oh boy, I kind of feel I'm gonna be sore in the morning doing that. Okay, alright, done crying myself off to death. Here's my second one. I wouldn't say I'd meet a freak show. However, there's one freak show in particular that I met on the streets. And no, it was not Karen. It wasn't Karen, the night kicker in the testicles. If Karen's had testicles, Morris just throw her into the sewers, no less. In other words, this freak show had big ears. Teeth that even make me think of teeth that look like an Asian. And of course, I can easily say it. Eyes that are so small, they look like Barney Ruppel's pupils. Just two little dots. For freak shows like that, I can easily say, yowza, I didn't even want to say how I felt. But since I'm on live television, that freak show really made me wanna cry. And I was sorry for her, looking like a total monster. And nothing scarier than Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, boy. Classic horror movie puns. Can we take a shot at it? Sure, I don't see why not. Okay, guys, the camera's on you. Take your swing. So this one time, during my trope at the wars at Vietnam, and somewhat the wars of Asia, I ended up on the East Coast. No, not Russia. was the Atlantic Ocean. When I made it to dry land, I encountered the ultimate freaks. Caucasians. Now, these Caucasians were pretty dark, not like what I've read in the books lately. So, when I made it to shore, I decided to vomit in the ocean for about a good 20 minutes or so. I can safely say that there's nothing freakier than that. Not even the cold opening was freakier than that. In space, I kinda had some freakish moments. When I made it to Quanas once one of the Quanosians was purple with envy. And partially green with envy. Apparently, he forgot to take his drug lozenges and ended up suffocating. When I saw his heir to the throne, he was hideous. Apparently, he actually ran to the wall full speed. But don't worry, his face kind of wore off. Just don't think about it too hard. Hard when you're sleeping or not. Help me. Well, those stories were so slapped up, I could do another one of these jokes again. Easily. So here's another one I think we all know of. On the scariest night of them all, the world was flat. Only dinosaurs existed back then. And when the meteor wiped them out, the most scariest thing known to mankind came. Humans. Although humans aren't scary back then compared to now, it's the fact that they had unhygienic pulses. Hair where hair shouldn't be. Pupils bigger than, well, I can't really make a comparison to anything bigger than, but they were big. And of course, I can also say, with humans, there's never a dull moment against. Ugh. But nowadays, humans are kind of chill. Their human ignorance is kind of going up there. But this is an insult to audience. Just an insult to the fact that, man, I feel like I feel like I'm the smart guy among others. Not the proudest day for me. It feels like almost every day you're the top A of your class. This is not like you're gonna have to do Dutch or anything. Anyway, about the cold opening, what were you referring to? To Thomas Old? Something that will haunt my nightmares for the rest of my nights. And days. Probably for the rest of the time I'm gonna be here. So, how did you encounter your cold opening? Though, was it a made-up story? Or was it the real deal? It was the real deal. Yee. Well, honestly, when I say the real deal, where do I even continue or begin? From the start. Okay, that was somewhat of a bad joke. But anyway, where I begin the story is gonna hurt. Where it hurts most. During one of my not so great ideas with the others, in other words, Steve might remember this one. Oh no, not that one. Please, Thomas, don't tell that one. Why? Wait, you mean that story? No, please, don't tell. Listen, you guys clearly told me to tell you this, and I'm not backing on my word. During one of my weird ideas. No, please, don't. No, I don't want to be embarrassed again. Well, when I say embarrassed again, I mean I don't want that to come back up in my nightmares. Till I guess, I'm continuing the story from where I picked up. So anyway, I got the slingshot. No, please, don't tell. So when I picked up the slingshot, I ended up north of the borders. Ending up so far in Canada, I hit a tree head on. And when I landed, I felt like 10 concussions at once. I had to give it to them. And by the way, I respect Canada. Not really an insult of freak shows or anything. Thank you. Yeah, let's continue the story with respect in mind. So anyway, by the time I had to learn how to get back, I was kind of lost. Didn't know where to go. I mean, besides a trail that I decided to go on. Not taking any sharp turns or anything. However, during my second day, lost trying to get back, I ended up crying myself to sleep. However, how do I even say this? Anyway, I ended up in a tough scrape. Me versus the ultimate giant. And I kind of looked delicious to that predator. So, in normal fashion, I ran like there was no tomorrow. Bro. Because I knew there was no tomorrow if I didn't escape in time. So practically, my escape was flawed, to say the least. I nearly got swallowed whole. However, the good old yank of the old uvula, hope YouTube doesn't demonetize that, I escaped home free. It only took me 3 days to get out of there. And if I said it once, I said it at least enough times. Oh man, what a day. So anyway, this concludes today's joke shop. If freak shows aren't your thing, I will do more, but not on freak shows. More like space exploration, other YouTubers, I'm gonna bet. Maybe musicians. Actually, you gave me some good ideas. I was really gonna do Pokemon. And how crappy the fact that they'll never end. But thanks for the suggestions, fellas. You're welcome. So anyway, this concludes the show. Please subscribe, because 92.0% of you guys watching this aren't subscribed. Don't forget to post down in the comment section below on what type of joke show you would like Thomas Soul to do next. Well, if we got nothing else to do or to talk about, good night, everybody.